Hello and welcome. Today we will review the process to properly install the Horizon cabinet. Required tools are as follows. You need to have safety boots, gloves, two 10-foot ladders, and eye protection. Prior to starting the installation, we need to verify serial numbers on the cabinet match the shipping documents. Verify our inventory. For each sign package, there are a total of 3 pallets. The sign kit pallet, the UniCab pallet, and the monitor with the iDeck and base parts. Note, for each Horizon cabinet installed, there will be an assigned sign package. This information can be found on your ServiceMax work order. Starting with the stabilizer brackets, install them to the back of the cabinet prior to placing them in their final location. Note, based on game configuration, pod, and standalone will require the stabilizer brackets. All other configurations will require an RMA. Again, verify with the customer if the proper location is adequate. Once the cabinet has been built, it makes it harder to move or relocate it without some disassembly. Identify each bracket needed for the footrest assembly. You will need the cradle assembly bracket and the footrest brackets. For the back support for the cradle, locate these parts in box labeled 7 of 7. These brackets are to be installed prior to installing the cradle assemblies. Located on the UniCab pallet, you will find a box that has the side and front footrest parts. Starting with the back footrest supports, using your number 2 Phillips screwdriver, secure to the UniCab as shown. Next, we can install the back cradle support brackets. Repeat this process for both sides. Next, we need to install the footrest supports. The following components are to be installed: the left corner support, right corner support, and your front kick support. Starting on the left and using your number 2 Phillips screwdriver, place the left support in place. Using 2 M4 screws, secure to the footrest. Repeat this process for the right side. Lastly, using your number 2 Phillips screwdriver, secure the front kick support to the footrest. Pull from the inventory the top box assembly, which is found on the sign pallet box 2 of 7. With one technician on the ladder, the other technician will lift and pass this assembly safely to the technician. Highlighted in the photo, you can see the 3 mounting points to use. Using your number 2 Phillips screwdriver, secure the top box to the UniCab. Once secured, located in the back of the topper, connect the Molex connection to the UniCab cable. Failure to do so will give you the lowercase t tilt. Next, we need to start by installing the lower cradle columns. To start, and as shown, there are 2 points on each cradle column that assist with the alignment and installation of each cradle. When mounting the cradle columns, ensure they are properly aligned. Start with the right column, mount the cradle column to the UniCab. As shown in the photo, these are the mounting points you will use to secure the cradle column to the UniCab itself. Secure it to the UniCab. Also, from the right lower column, you will need to locate the spare panel box found in box 2 of 7. Remove the DVI to DP cable and connect the DVI to the Novistar board as shown. Pass it through the UniCab opening and connect the DP to V3 of the CPU. Note, inside the left and right lower cradle assemblies, you will find a power cord. Each of these will be fed through the lower openings of the UniCab and plugged into the switch port on the sign power distribution box. Repeat the securing of both lower cradles as instructed earlier. Again, while one technician is on the ladder, the other technician will lift and assist with the mounting, aligning, and securing it to the UniCab. Here, you will have 3 points to use when securing the cradle column to the UniCab. You will need your number 2 Phillips screwdriver. With 3 screws, secure the cradle column to the UniCab. Repeat this process for the other side. Final piece to mount for the side package will be the crown. Prior to mounting the crown, install the counter which is located inside the UniCab bag of hardware. Just like the cradle columns, mount the crown to the top of the top box and secure using your number 2 Phillips screwdriver at the points highlighted. We can now connect our power and data coming from the right cradle assembly into the crown, and for the left, connect the data lines. For the crown, we also need to install one LED panel in the middle. Connect the power and ribbon cable to the back of the LED panel and install based on the direction arrow that can be found on the front of the crown assembly. Note, for all spare LED panels, place them inside the UniCab as shown. Ensure to place them low enough to allow for easy access when needed. For each cradle connection, you will connect the following: main power, 4-pin Molex connection, 2 Cat5e data cables. Note, for each side, data cables are color-coded. When connecting them, ensure to match the color to color, i.e. blue to blue and green to green. Starting with either side, your preference, start from the bottom cradle and connect the 4-pin Molex connection to the upper cradle column. Connect the main power plug right next to the small Molex connection. Lastly, we need to connect the data. As stated, connect them based on the color-coded cabling, green to green and blue to blue as an example. Repeat this process until all cradles have been connected. Ensure to connect the crown following the same process. This concludes the sign installation portion. Review Horizon Installation Part 2, which pertains to the monitor, iDeck, back panels, and footrest cover installation. Thank you for learning with us.